Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all happy and healthy. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Bluey. So today I'm going to basically give you some advice and hopefully some questions answered. So today I'm going to talk to you about planner supplies, and I really feel like everybody needs to know this. And for those that really do know me, they know that I don't bull when it comes to certain things that I really do believe actually works and is definitely worth the money, because I am a person who hates wasting money and also like to have good quality, if that makes sense. So I'm going to talk to you about the planner supplies that I think is worth buying. So if that interests you, I would hope that you would consider sticking around and subscribing, and yeah, let's get straight into the video. So the first planner supply that I would highly recommend and definitely worth the buy is these beautiful Tombow highlighters. Actually, they're not highlighters, to be honest. They are actually I think they're called like art brushes or something. But it's really good because one end has like this tip that you can just do all kinds of drawing or writing. It's just got this beautiful brush like pen on the end. I personally use these as highlighters because they are neutral and are just perfect for what I need. So I go ahead and highlight things. I'll even give you a bit of an example of what it looks like in my planner. And that is basically how I highlight. I just go over things that are done, or I use them as check boxes. And I think that having these, I haven't found neutrals in a different brand or anything. Tombow is probably the only one that I've actually found that does highlighters or, you know, art brushes that are neutrals, and especially with the nudes. Nudes are just everything to me. But I think it's definitely worth buying. Yeah, because I haven't been able to find anywhere else, and the quality of these pens are just beautiful. They glide so well, they blend so well, and it just makes everything look neat and schmick. There's no smudging, there's no bleeding through the paper. It's everything about these pens I think are just perfect. I think they're wonderful, and it was definitely worth buying them. It was just definitely something that I am happy that I invested in. Also, at the end of these pens, they do have this little tip, so it's a lot easier for you to write if you wanted to write with these as well. But yeah, I definitely recommend the Tombow highlighters. And for those that are going to ask me anyway, I have 910. This one that is used all the time, so it's very loved. This one is 942, and this one is 850. So yeah. So another planner supply that I would highly recommend and is worth buying, I have them in my hands right now, or hand, I should say, and that is the transparent sticky notes. I can't tell you how much that you should probably invest in this kind of thing. They're definitely worth the buy, definitely something worth having in your planner. It's just perfect because it gives you that, what's the word I'm looking for? Just the different color, like you can see underneath the sticky note, and you can still write on it at the same time. So you can literally use this as a highlighter itself. You can use it as a page flag, which is what I usually do with these. And I do have more in my planner. And the exciting thing about this as well, I've got more on the way. So I'm so keen for that. I cannot wait for them to actually come and show you those as well. But having the page flags, the transparent page flags and sticky notes, I just think they are really perfect. So in this, I usually use it as a highlighting area or a tag, or what's the word, tab, to basically say, okay, this section, flip to it, and it's got this here. So see this little tiny little page flag here, and it tells me that this is what needs to be done or what's happening in this month. Having the little, I don't know, the transparent look just looks so neater. I don't even know how to really word it properly for you to know what I'm talking about. It just looks really good. It just looks neat. It looks beautiful. And I think it probably matches even better because of the transparent frosted dividers that I have as well. It goes with the whole theme. It just looks so good. And yeah, I definitely, and just another one as well. I use them as an inbox thing to tell me what is coming out or what is happening for the week, and then I transfer it over. And yeah, so I think transparent sticky notes are definitely worth buying. They give you a beautiful color in your planner, especially if you're wanting to put a little bit of like a pop color in there. And also having something that's bright. So I use these red ones for like things that need to be urgently seen to, as a little flag in my planner so I can go straight to it. So yeah, transparent sticky notes, you definitely need to get your hands on these. These are absolutely wonderful to have in your planner. I think these are worth buying. As you can tell, I use every single one of them. I do, however, put them back in their packets just to feel, I don't know why, but I feel like when it's put back into their original packets, it just seems really good. I don't know, I have a thing. But yeah, definitely invest in some transparent sticky notes. They will make your planner look so much more, just that little bit nicer look. So another planner supply that I think is definitely worth buying, it took me a while, but when I found my rhythm in my planners, I tell you what, when you find it, it's just, there's no stopping you. It's perfect. I definitely highly recommend that sticker dots are the way to go when it comes to anything planning, to be honest. They make everything so perfect. And hang on, I'll just move this out of the way. I can't talk and do this at the same time. I really do think that sticker dots are perfect for your planner when it comes to, if you do color coding, when it comes to certain things that you want to keep in memory of why you have that dot for that specific thing. I'll show you a little bit of an example in my planner, and I use sticker dots all the time. I think they are just worth it. I'm hoping you can see that. So in my monthly, as you can see, I've got the sticky dots, and I also actually have these triangle ones just to try and change it up a bit. But I find that when I do get rid of the triangles, I will probably do color coding. So the gray sticker dots are for bills, and say if I was to use a different color sticker dot, I probably would use either the pink or most likely the caramel for Afterpay. So it would help me distinguish. I hope I'm using that word right. I'm hoping that in using the two different colors, they will actually help me go, okay, so this one is for bills, this one is for Afterpay, and so on and so on. And I'm hoping that you understand what I mean by that. It's just, sticker dots are definitely the perfect way to go when you want to use them in your planner. Again, in my weekly, sometimes I even use them as little dots on my weekly view. It really depends on whether I'm really wanting to use it that week or not. But other than that, I don't usually use them, but as you can tell, I have the sticker dots on the ones that say bill due, and I just find that it helps me to basically go, okay, that is due this week, we need to get it done. There is another one which is also using them as little dots to tell me what, so for my wish list, these are the things that I want to get for my planner, or you know, whatever else that I want. But I put sticker dots down here to just help me draw. It draws your eye straight to it when you see a dot. And I find that using them in your planner, it just makes it look so much more neater. Like, I never in a million years thought I would be doing it this way, but here we are. And it just looks so neat. That's why I've just kind of transferred over to this minimal look. It just looks so neat. It looks so good. But yeah, so I really do recommend getting yourself some sticker dots, because they are definitely perfect when it comes to your planning system, especially if you love that minimal look and you just want it to look neat. So yeah, definitely worth the buy. Another planner supply that I would highly recommend, and that is actually worth buying. Now, this is probably not for everyone. It could be just for people like me that love to have this kind of thing in my planner or our planners, and that is journaling cards. Now, I reckon these are definitely worth the buy, because one, it gives you inspiration. Two, it just, I don't know, it's very aesthetically pleasing to the eye. It just looks really good, and I find for myself, it just looks really good. Like, the white text against the black background, it just looks really, really nice and sleek and simple, and it's also giving you like a positive message. It's something that I definitely love seeing in my planner. Sometimes I will swap it out. I'm hoping to swap it out again soon, but I do have others, which is the Empowered Women Empower Women and Actual Wage. I just think having these transparent cards or journaling cards, it doesn't have to be the transparent ones. I personally love the transparent ones because it just gives it that real, what's the word I'm thinking? It just gives you that high class vibe. I don't know. I don't really know how to say it, but it just gives you that kind of feeling, like real posh kind of thing. It makes your planner just look really good. And yeah, so to me, transparent cards are very nice, and they look so sleek and beautiful in the planner. Considering my wardrobe is packed with and color coded, you know, certain colors like neutrals and black and white, and it's just a timeless look, and that's what I love about it. But yeah, so I would highly recommend investing in some good journaling cards. Make sure you pick really good quality, because you don't want them to, you know, not last very long. You want them to last for a very long time. And everything that I've probably mentioned right now is from Made Paper Co. I love their stuff. I'll never stop buying their stuff. I really hope that they never ever close shop, because I would be very upset. It's taken me so long to find someone that does like amazing work, like amazing products, and bring out just this beautiful look in a planner. It's just amazing. So yeah, these are from I can't even talk now. These are from Made Paper Co. They're just perfect. And journaling cards, like, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be these transparent ones. I wish I could show you other ones. I mean, like, underneath this, I have this beautiful vintage card, and it says Planner Girl underneath it. I put that there because I love the vintage stuff. I'm all about vintage things, and it just looks really, it's just a timeless classic to me, and that's why I love it so much. And then having the frosted journal card underneath, on top of it, it just, I don't know, it just looks good. Plus, I can also see underneath it. But you can use any journaling cards, and it would just, I don't know, I feel like it makes that your planner just that little bit more nicer. Another planner supply that I would highly recommend, and that is worth buying, for those who do love stickers, you definitely need to buy some. It doesn't have to be like the most expensive thing in the world to buy, but tweezers. Tweezers, you can buy a cheap pair, or I suppose you could buy an expensive pair, but it's not going to really do anything different. It does the same thing. I think tweezers are worth buying because it helps so much when it comes to your stickers and trying to place it in your planner. Just perfect. Like, you want it in a certain spot. Tweezers are your best friend when it comes to planning, because it's just, let me tell you, these have saved my life so many times, because me and my nails are just, they don't agree when it comes to stickers and crafting, because nails get in the way and they just ruin it. That's what happens. So that's why I've invested in some tweezers. They don't have to be the most expensive tweezers in the world. These are literally a cheapo pair that I had bought years and years ago, and I decided to cover it with washi tape, and let me tell you, it still works, does the same thing as any other tweezer. I am considering buying a new pair. I have found some on Mumsy Bub, and oh my god, the tweezers just look so pretty. So I'm considering buying a new pair, because these ones are slowly dying and the ends are just flimsy. But yeah, so definitely worth buying yourself a pair of tweezers if you want to put your stickers in your planner nice and neat. Okay, so another planner supply that I think is worth buying and investing your money in, and that is to get some top tabs. I'm hoping you can see that. So top tabs, I actually do have more on the way, just because I've got so much more. As you can tell, I'm using sticky notes to flag some areas, but I think having some top tabs are perfect, because when you run out of room on the side here and it's starting to get a little bit thick, you kind of change to the top or possibly bottom. I'm actually getting some, I need to buy so much more. So I'm going to be using top tabs, and then eventually I'm hoping to use some for the bottom, because it'll just help me find the places that I'm wanting mostly, especially if it's important. But yeah, I think top tab dividers are perfect. Now, top tab dividers, there's no such thing as a bottom tab divider, because they don't sell that kind of thing. If you're curious to know how do I get tabs for the bottom, you can literally flip it upside down and it'll work just as well. But yes, so I definitely recommend the top tab dividers, because as I said, you can use them from the top or the bottom. They're just very they're so good to use. There's so many ways you can use them, and it just works perfect for any planner. So yeah, I'm so looking forward to buying more top tab dividers, or top tabs really, I should say. And just because it's going to make my life so much easier and quickly going to them. Definitely worth the buy. So yeah, definitely get your hands on some, because it'll make your life so much easier when it comes to planning. When you get it, you'll understand what I mean. So definitely worth buying some. Another planner supply that is worth buying is a pen. You need a really, really good pen. I'm still yet to find one. I do have one on the way I'm so keen for. I think they call them like the zebra pens, or I can't remember the word or the name of the pen specifically, but I've heard there's like this zebra pen that is absolutely amazing. Then I've heard that there's these ink joy, is that, I don't remember, but there's a couple of pens out there that I still need to get my hands on, and I would love to get them. But yes, you definitely need a good pen. So the one that I use a lot is this, what is it, Artline 200. It's a fine line, or fine 0.4. Like I said, it's fine tip, which just works perfect for me. The only problem I have with these pens is that when I do write in my planner and then I go to highlight over it straight away, it smudges and it ruins my highlighter, and I don't like that very much. See here, I'm not sure if you'll be able to pick it up or see it, but you can see how the pen has kind of run in with the highlighter, and that was soon after I had written it out. But over this side, when I left it for a few days, when I pre-planned it for a bit longer, and then highlighted over it, it actually didn't smudge as much, but there's still a little bit of smudging. So that's only the downfall of this pen, but it does make my writing look very, very nice and neat. So like I said, invest in a very good pen, one that doesn't leak through the page. As you can tell, it doesn't leak through. I'm wondering, yeah, so there's writing on this side. It doesn't come through it doesn't bleed through the page. Yeah, and it's really good, just not so good with the highlighter. Still yet to find a pen that I'm looking forward to using that doesn't do that. But yeah, so definitely it's worth buying a good pen. From experience, you need a good pen when it comes to planner supplies. When I get the pen, I will tell you all about it. I'm sure I will. But that's definitely another planner supply that I would recommend that you need. And is probably worth buying, is you need to invest into a good pen. And like I said, it's either the zebra pens that's out there that's really good. You know what? I'll type it up here somewhere. The 2 different pens that is definitely worth the buy, and I've heard amazing things about. So yeah, get your hands on one of those, because I've heard nothing but amazing things, and I can't wait to get one of my own. And for the last planner supply that I reckon is worth buying, and this is just a no-brainer, I thought I'd leave it as a funny little thing at the end, and that is to actually buy the planner itself. You need the planner. So to plan, you need the planner. Planner covers, you definitely need to make sure that it is the one you love. You can see the rest of your life living with it. Like, it is everything to you. See, this planner I picked up on the marketplace from Facebook, and oh, I tell you, it is the best thing I have ever bought, and it was the cheapest one that I ever bought, and I just wish I found it so much sooner. She completes me. She's everything to me, this planner. Like I've said in the past, she gives off the Chanel vibes to the max. It's just, she's perfect. And that's what you need to do, is when you're buying your planner supplies, you need to think of the things that you would want most in your planner. And also, like, she needs to look the part. Like, can you see yourself walking out in public with this without being embarrassed? Hell yeah. So definitely buy a planner that is something that's high quality, I suppose. But then again, you don't even have to buy a high quality planner just to get a really good one. Like, the covers are they're just perfect. There's a lot that you can buy out there these days that are quite cheap, and it does its job. So definitely look into buying a planner that you see is perfect in every way for you and the way you want to plan. So that is it, lovelies. I hope that you enjoyed this video and it helps you in some way. If it did, please give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments below of your thoughts on these supplies that were worth, or what I thought was worth buying. I typically think that these things are worth buying when it comes to your planner supplies. These are things that you definitely should have if they are something that you would see yourself using. Which is why I made this video. But let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear it. Thank you for also taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. I really do appreciate it. And don't forget to be positive and give love. Bye.